Welcome back, friends, and happy spring. Today, I'm inviting you into a home filled with Easter Home Decor 2026 inspiration, where vintage cottage or charm, soft florals, cozy gingham, and delicate seasonal details come together in the dreamiest way. If you love spring home decorating ideas, cozy cottage interiors, and timeless decor that feels collected rather than cluttered, then this Easter home tour is for you. And stay with me, because every room has a fresh idea you can recreate beautifully on any budget. From thrifted treasures to elegant floral styling, this is not just Easter decorating, it's a whole spring mood. So settle in, grab your favorite tea, and let's step into a home that feels like a blooming storybook. If you enjoy home tours like this, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment below with your favorite room before the video ends. What if your Easter decor didn't feel temporary, but instead felt so charming, so layered, and so beautiful that you wanted to keep it up all season long? That's exactly the magic behind this vintage cottage or Easter decor 2026 tour. We're not talking about loud plastic colors or rushed holiday styling. We're creating a home that feels soft, nostalgic, and full of personality with floral prints, heirloom-inspired pieces, natural textures, ceramic bunnies, spring wreaths, and gingham accents that look effortlessly elegant. One of the biggest 2026 decor directions is refined layering, mixing vintage softness, natural materials, and meaningful details instead of filling every corner with random seasonal clutter. So if you've been craving that cozy, collected, where did you get that kind of spring home, you're going to love every detail we're about to explore. Let's begin right at the entryway, because this is where the tone of your Easter spring home decor really begins. The moment you step inside, imagine a soft woven rug underfoot, a lightly distressed console table, and a gathered arrangement of tulips, faux cherry blossoms, and wispy greenery resting in an aged ceramic pitcher. Above it, a vintage mirror reflects natural light and makes the entire space glow. To bring in Easter without overwhelming the look, style a pair of neutral ceramic bunnies beside stacked antique books and a small woven basket filled with speckled eggs. This kind of styling feels welcoming, intentional, and deeply personal. One of the strongest 2026 spring styling shifts is toward natural materials, subtle seasonal decorating, and fewer but more meaningful accents, which makes this look feel both current and timeless. It's soft, graceful, and the perfect beginning to a cottagecore spring tour. Now let's talk about one of the stars of this entire home, gingham decor. There is something so nostalgic and comforting about gingham in spring, especially when it's styled with restraint and warmth. In this Easter home, gingham appears in the loveliest little moments: a tied bow on a wreath, a soft table runner, gathered cushion covers, and even ribbon wrapped around candle holders and baskets. The beauty of gingham is that it adds visual charm without feeling busy, especially when paired with florals, lace, and neutral woods. It gives that instantly recognizable cottage or home decor look while still feeling polished enough for a more elevated spring aesthetic. The secret is mixing it with quieter textures like linen, wicker, and aged ceramics so the pattern doesn't overpower the room. If you've ever wanted your home to feel like an old-fashioned country and in springtime, Gingham is one of the easiest and prettiest ways to get there. The living room is where this Easter Home Decor 2026 story really comes alive. Here, the goal is not perfection, it's comfort with beauty. Think floral throw pillows layered beside soft cream knit blankets, a ruffled lampshade glowing in the corner, and a coffee table styled with vintage books, taper candles, a moss bowl, and a tiny nest tucked between old brass candlesticks. A room like this feels lived in, loved, and endlessly inviting. Rather than redecorating everything for Easter, seasonal touches are woven gently into the existing design, which is exactly why it feels so elevated. That collected look aligns beautifully with 2020 SIX's move toward vintage-inspired interiors, softer silhouettes, and deeply personal storytelling through decor. If you want viewers to stay and watch longer, this is the kind of room that makes them pause, dream, and start mentally rearranging their own living spaces. If there is one thing that makes a spring home feel alive, it's florals, and in this house, flowers are everything. But instead of simply dropping a bouquet in a vase and calling it done, the floral styling here feels layered and thoughtful. A picture of garden roses on the mantel, tiny bud vases on side tables, dried lavender tied with ribbon in the kitchen, and a wild-looking arrangement of tulips and flowering branches in the dining room create movement and softness throughout the home. Floral and botanical motifs are expected to remain one of the defining vintage interior directions of 2026, especially when they feel artisanal and heritage-inspired rather than overly trendy. That means your spring home doesn't need more stuff, it needs more life, more softness, and more natural beauty. Fresh or faux, arranged loosely or formally, flowers are what turn a decorated home into an atmosphere. Now let's move to one of my favorite areas to decorate for the season, the mantel. This is where you can create a beautiful focal point without spending a fortune. In this Easter setup, the mantel is styled with a layered vintage mirror, softly draped greenery, brass candlesticks, pale floral art, and a scattering of tiny ceramic bunnies nestled among old books and taper candles. The colors stay intentionally soft blush, cream, faded green, dusty blue, so the whole scene feels romantic rather than overly themed. What makes it especially beautiful is the mix of height, texture, and age. You're not trying to make it look store-bought. You want it to feel found, gathered, and lovingly arranged over time. This is where vintage Easter decor ideas shine the brightest because a mantel can hold both the sweetness of spring and the soul of a well-loved home in one single glance. Sometimes the most memorable styling moments are not the biggest ones, they're the smallest. And that's exactly what makes a beautifully styled coffee table so powerful in a spring home decor tour. In this space, the coffee table becomes a tiny Easter vignette, a stack of weathered books, a scalloped tray, a petite floral arrangement, a lace-edged candle, and a small bowl of pastel speckled eggs. Maybe there's even a tiny bunny figurine peeking out beside a teacup. These little scenes are what make a home feel intimate and charming. They invite the viewer in closer and make the space feel personal instead of staged. If you're decorating on a budget, this is also one of the easiest areas to refresh with thrifted or handmade pieces. It's proof that you don't need a complete makeover to create a home that feels deeply seasonal and beautifully styled. And now, the heart of Easter entertaining, the dining room. This is where the Easter tablescape becomes not just decor, but an experience. Picture a vintage wood table dressed in a soft floral or gingham runner, layered with wrought tan chargers, mismatched china, cloth napkins tied with ribbon, and delicate glassware that catches the afternoon light. In the center, a lush arrangement of tulips, moss, taper candles, and hand-painted eggs creates a look that feels romantic and welcoming without being too formal. One of the strongest Easter 2026 styling ideas is leaning into timeless seasonal pieces that can carry your home through all of spring, rather than using overly themed one-day decor. That's exactly why this table feels so inviting. It's festive, yes, but also elegant enough to live with and enjoy long after Easter Sunday is over. The kitchen is often the most overlooked room for seasonal decorating, but in a truly cozy home, this is where some of the sweetest moments happen. Here, spring arrives through charming details: a floral tea towel draped over the oven handle, a gingham bow tied around a crock of wooden spoons, a tray of pastel mugs near the coffee station, and a small bunny tucked beside a bowl of lemons and fresh herbs. Open shelves might hold vintage plates, floral pitchers, and white ironstone layered with tiny Easter accents. This style works so well because it blends beauty with daily life. It doesn't feel precious or untouchable. And in 2026, that's exactly where home decor is headed, towards spaces that feel warm, expressive, useful, and deeply personal, rather than overly minimal or performative. This kitchen says spring in the gentlest, most lived-in way. If your home has a breakfast nook, a window bench, or even a tiny dining corner, spring is the perfect time to turn it into a little moment of magic. In this Easter home, the Nook becomes a cozy retreat with floral seat cushions, a gingham pillow, a petite vase of daffodils, and a small stack of seasonal magazines or cookbooks. Maybe there's a lace runner, a bunny-shaped sugar bowl, or a little woven basket holding dyed eggs. This corner doesn't need to be grand to feel special. It just needs softness, light, and intention. These intimate spaces are incredibly appealing to viewers because they feel achievable and deeply comforting. They also tap beautifully into the cozy cottage or aesthetic so many people are searching for right now. It's the kind of spot where morning coffee feels slower, sunlight feels prettier, and spring somehow feels a little more personal. Now, let's step into the bedroom, where Easter decorating becomes more subtle and deeply restful. This space doesn't need obvious holiday decor to feel beautifully seasonal. Instead, the spring refresh comes through texture and tone: floral bedding, a gingham lumbar pillow, a crocheted throw folded at the foot of the bed, and a vintage nightstand styled with a bud vase, candle, and framed botanical print. A bedroom like this feels like a gentle exhale. It captures that cozy spring bedroom decor energy viewers are always searching for, beautiful but peaceful. One of the loveliest 2026 styling directions is using heritage florals, layered textiles, and softly nostalgic details to create warmth and emotional comfort rather than stark perfection. If the rest of the home is where spring celebrates, the bedroom is where spring whispers, and honestly, that's part of its charm. Let's not skip the bathroom, because even the smallest room deserves a little spring joy. And the best part? It doesn't take much. A floral hand towel, a vintage-style soap dish, a tiny vase of fresh blooms, and a woven basket filled with rolled washcloths can instantly make the space feel seasonal and thoughtful. Add a little bunny figurine on a shelf or a pastel candle near the sink, and suddenly the room feels charming without trying too hard. These are the kinds of details that elevate a home tour because they show care and consistency. Every room tells the same visual story. For Easter, the key is to make even practical spaces feel softened by spring. It's one of those often forgotten decor moments that quietly makes the whole home feel more complete, more curated, and far more luxurious than it actually costs. If you've ever wondered what separates a truly beautiful vintage cottage or home from a space that just feels decorated, the answer is character. And character often comes from thrifted finds, flea market treasures, antique shops, and meaningful old pieces that bring history into the room. Maybe it's a chipped floral pitcher, a stack of yellowed books, a brass candlestick, or a tiny embroidered runner that looks like it belonged to someone's grandmother. Those are the pieces that make a home feel soulful. Spring 2026 continues to embrace antiques, old-world details, and vintage-inspired layering because people are craving interiors that feel personal rather than mass-produced. So if you want this Easter look without overspending, start secondhand. The imperfections are not flaws. They are the very reason the space feels warm, storied, and unforgettable. There's something extra special about Easter decor that feels handmade, because it adds heart to the home in a way store-bought pieces simply can't replicate. In this spring tour, imagine simple DIY moments woven beautifully throughout the house, hand-tied ribbon bows on candlesticks, tea-stained paper tags on baskets, painted terracotta pots filled with moss, or a homemade wreath with dried florals and soft gingham ribbon. These little projects are budget-friendly, yes, but more importantly, they make your home feel yours. And right now, DIY home styling is thriving because people want decor that feels creative, personal, and deeply expressive rather than generic. No Easter home tour is complete without a little outdoor magic, and the spring porch is where the cottage or charm begins before anyone even opens the door. Think layered doormats, potted tulips, a vintage watering can filled with branches, a grapevine wreath tied with gingham ribbon, and maybe a weathered bench styled with floral pillows and a basket of faux eggs. This space should feel like an invitation, soft, cheerful, and impossible not to smile at. Outdoor spring styling is especially relevant in 2026 as more homeowners embrace garden-inspired entertaining and nature-led seasonal decorating that extends the personality of the home beyond the front door. A porch like this doesn't just look beautiful on camera, it instantly sets the emotional tone for the entire video and makes viewers want to recreate the feeling in their own homes. Now, if you're watching this and thinking, this is beautiful, but how do I actually get this look in my own home? The answer is simpler than you might think. Start with a soft color palette: creams, blush pinks, sage greens, pale yellows, dusty blues. Then layer in 3 essentials: natural textures, floral patterns, and vintage-inspired accents. Add 1 or 2 gingham pieces, a basket or 2, candles, thrifted ceramics, and some spring florals, and suddenly the whole mood begins to shift. You do not need to buy everything new. In fact, the charm of this style comes from mixing old and new with intention. Keep your Easter accents subtle and let the home feel like spring itself instead of a themed display. That's what makes this aesthetic so timeless, so calming, and so endlessly rewatchable for your audience. Before we wrap up, I just want to say how much I love creating these cozy seasonal home tours with you. There is something so comforting about decorating for spring and Easter, not because it has to be perfect, but because it gives us a reason to slow down, refresh our spaces, and create beauty in everyday life. If this tour gave you inspiration for your own Easter Home Decor 2026, I'd love to know which room or styling idea you loved most. Was it the gingham details? The floral table? The thrifted vintage charm? Tell me in the comments below, because I genuinely love hearing what inspires you most. And if you want more spring home decor ideas, cottagecore decorating inspiration, Easter DIYs, and vintage home styling, be sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. As we come to the end of this vintage cottage or Easter spring home tour 2026, I hope it leaves you feeling inspired to decorate not just for a holiday, but for a feeling of softness, a feeling of warmth, a feeling of stepping into a home that tells a story through every floral print, every weathered book, every gingham ribbon, and every candlelit corner. Easter decorating can be elegant, meaningful, and beautifully lived in when it's rooted in comfort and charm. So whether you're styling a whole house or just one little corner, remember this: spring doesn't need to be loud to be beautiful. Sometimes the most magical homes are the ones that bloom gently. Thank you so much for spending this cozy time with me today, and I'll see you in the next beautiful home decorating video.